what is growth hacking, how to get that growth hacking mindset. You know what, सिर्फ डिजिटल मार्केटिंग स्किल को मास्टर करने से या मैं कहूँ सिर्फ उसको पीपीसी एसईओ एसएमओ को जानने से आप अपने बिजनेस को स्केल नहीं कर सकते. वेलकम टू द फोर्थ एपिसोड ऑफ दिव्यांशु. माय नेम इज दिव्यांशु मलिक, a digital marketer by profession, and my motive is to present you the best of knowledge directly from experts, primarily of digital marketing. So today we have with us Rohan Chobe, who is recognized as a best Indian growth hacker nationally and internationally by IBM and Twitter's partner product audience. He's a leading co-author of his growth hacking book, which is an award-winning book. And so, without wasting any time, let's dive into the interview. And wait, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And please support my channel because more great videos are coming in future, and I guarantee you will get amazing knowledge. So let's go and listen to Rohan Chobe.
Growth hackers actually try to implement certain things that could retain users on the platform or bring new users from the current users. So let's say, for example,
Thank you so much, Rohan, to joining my podcast here tonight. And I'm very much obliged that you accepted my invitation from that busy schedule and you delve here in the discussions about growth hacking and digital marketing. So, to the audience, Rohan Chobe, he is a most followed growth hacker, an Indian growth hacker, and he is also recognized as a best author for this growth hacking book, which is a best selling in international markets and Indian markets also. And he has also been working with like famous brands like Kalyan Jewelers, PJP, Congress, political parties. And I would say Rohan to please introduce himself, as I have given just a short introduction about you.
thank you so much for inviting me to your podcast. I'm thrilled to be here, especially um, uh, sharing the episode with you. And it's incredible that we connected through Piyush, and I'm looking forward to the conversations that we're going to have.
Yes, thank you so much for coming here and gracing my show. So before delve into the discussions of growth hacking and digital marketing, I would like Rohan to please introduce to my audience, like how did you started your journey? Because the main part is our journey, when we begin, when we hustle, and everything about it. So a little bit in your own words.
I think I started as a blogger when I was 16. I started
Okay.
blogging, and then back then I did not know that blogging is actually a full-time profession career for some people. I was just blogging for fun because I liked writing. I was writing about social media. I was writing about the programming languages that I was learning in school, and absolutely had no idea that all this can turn into a career. Then, after blogging for I guess maybe a couple of years, I got invited to work. No, actually, I got a column with Huffington Post, and then I got invited to work with another media outlet, which is the biggest media outlet in the engineering space, that is called Interesting Engineering. And after that, a US based SaaS company saw me on Huffington Post, and then they um, reached out to me to ask if I can work with them as a content marketer and a customer success person. And that's when I realized that, okay, whatever I was doing so far, the skills that I've gained through blogging
Right.
could actually turn into a career. And that was a that was a big breakthrough for me. Over the years, I've completed school, completed my polytechnic and then college. I'm now in the final year of my engineering, and so far it has always been that I see myself as a marketing innovator. I look at the business challenges and then propose a solution and then try to scale companies from wherever they are to wherever they want to go.
Right.
And our approach has always been um, very different than how digital marketing agencies operate, because we don't try to productize our services or anything in like we don't have a list of services. If you actually search me, you will never ever find what do I do, because
Right.
there's nothing that we do. I mean, in particular, we look for business challenges and then try to propose a solution. So we operate at a different um, plane altogether, and I think that's what makes us very different from the entire digital marketing space.
Right. Okay. So you also started off with blogging and with your own website.
Yes.
So talking
Mhm.
about growth hacking, our expert like Rohan Chobe is here. Rohan, what is growth hacking actually? What is growth hacking? And what is the difference between digital marketing and growth hacking?
Yeah, that's a very common question. So
Right.
everywhere I go, I have to answer this.
Yes.
So I so this is my definition of growth hacking. For me, growth hacking is finding unconventional marketing strategies to acquire and retain customers using data. Now, how do you find unconventional marketing strategies, and what is unconventional marketing strategies?
Hmm.
Unconventional marketing strategies are strategies that are not overexploited by other people in your niche or industry. So if you see everyone doing the same thing, nothing is going to work. There's also time and again people say that marketers never really reveal their true current strategies. They're only talking about the old ones that do not work currently, and that's why they are putting it out in their blogs and everywhere.
Mhm.
So your job as a growth hacker is to find new things, new marketing strategies, and then apply it by running it as an experiment for your company, and then see if you can, make it measurable, repeatable, and scalable in some way. And then you qualify that as a successful experiment and move on to finding the next one, and double down on things that are working, and maybe just quit things that do not work. So this is what I feel growth hacking is. Now, what is the difference between digital marketing and growth hacking is digital marketing is the subset of growth hacking.
Right.
When I say subset, I really mean that growth hackers operate at the intersection of marketing, product, and technology. So within marketing, we have inbound and outbound. And within that, of course, everything in the inbound and outbound becomes digital marketing. So digital marketing is just one part of growth hacking. We have the other two parts, that is the product and the technology. With the product, you may have seen that growth hackers actually try to implement certain things that could retain users on the platform or bring new users from the current users. So let's say, for example, if you are using something like Google Pay gives you money if you refer your friends to be on the app, and
Right.
then I guess you both get a referral amount or whatever
Referral
it
work.
is. So that referral is a product level hack that some growth engineer would have thought of, and then they implemented in the app.
Right.
So product led growth is also involved. Then the third part is technology. In technology, we look for APIs and other technical things that we can do to leverage coding or technology in a way to foster growth for a application, for a service led business, or a SaaS product, or whatever it be, or an e-commerce store. So this is what growth hacking is. This is the simplest way I can explain growth hacking.
That is actually very
Awesome.
amazing. And the basic question that I would actually ask before going delving into other things, like how to get that mindset, that growth mindset, that what skills, what resources we should, uh, get foster in our mind. That okay, now if we get introduced to any business, I have that knowledge and I can take it to some heights. How to deal with that, how to get that growth
I
mindset.
think
Actually, the question is that.
growth hacking starts after you validate your product for product market fit. What I mean by that is, so I guess there are two types of product. If you see it, there's a consistent theme that you can actually categorize every product into two types. One is a must have and one is a nice to have. Must have products are the products that you cannot live without, you cannot imagine your life without. And nice to have products are products that make your lives better maybe, but even if it's gone tomorrow, you are fine with it. It's not mission critical for your business. So your job as an entrepreneur is to create products that are must have, products that your audience or customers cannot live without. And then growth hacking principles can be applied to those products. So we call them painkillers and vitamins. So if you are in pain and you eat painkiller, you have to eat painkiller so that your pain is gone. But if you're
Okay.
having vitamins, even if you skip one day, things do not change majorly, nothing will go wrong. So you have to build painkillers and not vitamins is what we recommend, and that
Right.
is number one. Number two is, uh, running product market fit tests, that means to validate if your product is really something that people want, or it's just that something you are excited to build and you want to build. And lastly then comes growth hacking, that how do you install a mindset where you actually think of what things you would do to grow. That comes from thinking only three things. One is to identify who your audience really is. The
Right.
second is to find where this audience really hangs out, and which platforms or channels or distribution channels that I can use. And the third one is how are you going to reach to them. These are the three basic building blocks of finding any growth strategy.
Right. That is amazing. The next question comes, Rohan, when it comes to growth hacking, nothing is right and nothing is wrong. What needs to be done for the business, for the good of the business, needs to be done. So, something you want to share your words on this?
I think you can actually do anything that you want to do as long as you're leaving your customers better than you found them. So if you think this is beneficial for the business that you're running or the business that you're serving to, you should definitely do it. But at the same time, you want to make sure that it is providing value not only to your clients but also their customers and yourself. So it is a proper alignment of everyone involved, and it is mutually beneficial for everyone involved. I think that's the best way to answer that.
Right.
Yeah, tell
Because
me what you need.
knowingly or unknowingly, we are doing growth hacking for our business only. But we don't know the ways like that it comes under growth hacking only. So, what are some various tips and ways that you apply for your business to, grow your business? That growth hacking tips and techniques you would like to share, Rohan?
So I'll explain how any digital marketer can actually upgrade to growth hacking, and this could be also one of the things to check if you're already doing growth hacking or not. So like I said, digital marketing is actually subset of growth hacking,
Right.
but at the same time, we need to realize that growth hacking is more of an experimental approach. We are conducting experiments. It looks like a scientific process, but it is really not. You are conducting experiments, you're prioritizing based on the potential of each experiment which can potentially work, and then you're actually executing it, and then finding if it was a successful experiment or not. If it was successful, you double down on that. If it was
Right.
not, you look for ways to iterate and make it better. So
Right.
this entire process is what we consider growth hacking. Now, the only difference is that most of the times digital marketers are specialists in specific channels or ways or whatever they do. Growth hackers do anything it takes to grow businesses. And with that, we mean that, okay, let's say today TikTok does not exist, we don't care because we'll go to the next distribution channel. If today Facebook cuts our reach, we don't care, we will go to next business channel. So we are platform agnostic. That is point number one. Point number two, uh, growth hacking, digital marketing is more about bringing audience to a product or service, and growth hacking is more about building a product that takes customers to the product.
Right.
So I personally feel digital marketing is more of marketing an existing product to an audience. Growth hacking is building a product that brings that audience to the product. So digital marketing is more of broadcasting, if you have to say that, and digital growth hacking is more of having a magnetic effect is what I
Right.
would say.
As you shared, like one is the referral code that works. Like you refer for the products, it works. One is the hashtag that works. That also comes in growth hacking, that you build one hashtags and it works. Right. And one is like, uh, interacting with your audiences and commenting and liking. That also comes under growth hacking. What are some other major tips and tricks for growth hacking?
I think there's every business is different, everyone's audience is different, and every product's success is determined by the value that they provide. and you cannot really find growth. I mean, you can't really apply growth hacking to something that is not really, a must-have product. So it all starts by creating a must-have product. The second step is to find, again, what I've already said. I'm reiterating, to find the audience that you want to appeal to, and then finding the channels that where these audiences are there, and then trying to find a way to reach out to them. So these are the only four steps. So instead of saying a very specific growth tactic,
Technique.
what I'm trying to
Right.
say that this is the fundamental. These are the four
Okay.
things. Have a
Right.
must-have product, know your audience, know where
Right.
they are, and then try to find a way to reach out to them.
Yes, this needs to be clear. Thank you, Rohan. Okay, so thank you so much, Rohan. I think there are time constraints. So we will discuss further with Rohan in our second part and second episode. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rohan.
Thank you for having us together. I enjoyed this chat, and we
Yes.
will definitely keep in touch.